Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning in my big catch-all happy planner for the week of April 3rd through 9th. And the stickers that I have selected for this video, it's kind of like a half-baked idea. You're going to be along for the process on this one. I want to get some stickers on the pages, but I haven't quite mentally conceptualized, how these things are going to cluster together or that kind of thing. I really want to use this new sticker book from the Happy Planner. It is a collab with Tania Garcia. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm not really sure. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But it's called Bright Travels, and I used this in my daily. I tried to film a video with it, did not like the way that the spread turned out, and that was on me. So I'm going to give it a redemption arch here. We've got these stickers here that I'm kind of looking at, like these nice floral ones. I'm going for springy, but it's more like a tropical springy. I know the book is travel themed, but the floral ones don't have to be travel themed. And also, who doesn't love a travel themed spread? So those are the ones I'm going to try to pull for this video. And then I think my mistake with the daily was that I let it get too complicated and too scattered with a bunch of different colors and a bunch of things. So I want to pull something that's a little bit more subdued. I grabbed the Sage sticker book from the Happy Planner, and I want to bring out maybe some of those tropical vibes in layering them with maybe some monstera leaves, or, we're losing pages here, like these just larger boxes that have the monstera print on them, but they're a little bit more subtle. I think that'd be a nice layering element with all the different tones of green. And then I also grabbed some line art butterflies from Create with Mandy. I have half of a sheet of them left, so I thought if we have butterflies and some pink tones in those, maybe some watercolor effect things might be nice. So that's kind of what I've got, idea-wise for this one. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off the discs and come along for the ride on this planner spread with me. I think I'm just going to put everything on the table and then we'll figure it out from there. I'm going to grab this box with the dark kind of foresty green monstera leaves, and I'm going to use this to start my cluster. Let's go down here in the bottom of the sidebar for this one. And maybe I should have pulled some According to Allie alcohol ink or something like that, but I didn't have a color that I thought would be quite right for this. So I thought the butterflies might do kind of a similar job because they are watercolory. And I'm going to layer Wander More on top of this. My other thing that I was maybe that could work was pairing in some poppies, poppy stickers, but I couldn't find anything that I had on hand. And I could go find a printable, but I just didn't want to deal with that right now. So I was okay, these might be nice. They don't look like the California poppies that I have in my own sticker shop, because that was another thought I had. I'm okay, bring my own in. But I want something like that, and I don't have that. So we're just going a little bit off book here. I'm going to add this butterfly into that cluster, I think, but I want these lines to go away. So I'm going to take my Jelly Roll pen and just kind of cover them up as best I can. It's not going to be the most opaque pen in the world, but it'll be enough so that the butterfly doesn't get intersected weird by that line. And to cover up this week's list, I think we're going to need something a little bit more heavy duty, so let's go with the Bic Whiteout Easy Correct to just get that out of the way. A little bit cleaner for the butterfly to go into that spot. Now I have to decide which one I want. This one has a little bit of a longer antenna, and this one does not, and let's go with this one. I just don't want the antenna to layer onto that sticker and look kind of weird, cut off text or something like that. Since the monstera leaves are so dark, or that box with the monstera leaves are so dark, I'm not going to layer this on top of it because it's just going to get kind of lost in there, but that's kind of what we have cluster-wise for this. Maybe some washi tape might be nice. I don't think I have anything that has poppies on it, but if I could pull out one of the other colors in that spread or in this little cluster, that might be nice. I didn't see exactly what I was looking for, so I've narrowed it down to these options as choices for this, and I feel like the grid might be nice. This might get to be a little bit too busy, and this is a wider washi tape, so I feel like I'd have to do a little bit more planning to get this into the spread. I also have this one off to the side that's a hexagon print, but I don't know if I want to go black and white with the washi. Let's try out this grid patterned one. I got these on Amazon in like a set of 5 or 6 different grid patterned washi tapes. I've run out of my black and white grid washi. Probably will need to reorder another roll of that, but I still have a few of these. So let's see what we can do with this. I was thinking just like a touch of it right here, and I don't like that. Okay. That's the nice thing about washi tape. It peels up pretty easy. This one in particular is not the stickiest washi tape in the world. So I'll probably need to glue it down if I decide this is the direction we're going. Yeah, I'm not convinced by that. But again, you're here for the process today, so that's kind of what we're dealing with. I'll hold off on washi tape, I guess, until I build up some more clusters, and then maybe I'll revisit that idea. So this is the other box that I really want to use, so I want to put that on the other side of the spread. That way, if those are the only 2 boxes from this book I end up using, at least they'll be separated out a bit. So I need to pick something to layer it with. We've got these like wide boxes. We've got some tinier boxes. So the options that I have right now are this one right here, which is similar to that, but just a little bit of a lighter background. And then this one that is a super light background. I think I want to go with this one to match with that, just to kind of have similar like dark boxes behind the bright travels ones. So like if I pre-layer them like that, I'm thinking this is going to go over here on like Saturday. And I'm going to place it so that the Bright Travels one is centered in the column and the other one just kind of goes behind it. So that's what we've got for that. And then I'm thinking this like butterfly is going to go up in the corner. So where's my whiteout pen? Here we go. It's not even a whiteout pen. It does not do the same job that whiteout does, but it minimizes the lines. It kind of mutes them and it looks nice. So let's do that with the jelly roll. I think I got these at Joann's, but you can get them on Amazon. They're just jelly roll pens. I alternate between the 08 and the 10. I think the 10 is probably my favorite for covering up the lines, but I misplace them all the time. I have no idea where they are at any given moment. It's just a lucky day if I end up with one on the table while I'm planning. So, you know, they get lost easy. They're pens. Okay, we've got a little butterfly cluster going on up there. Now I need to like think back, okay, what are we doing now? Now that I have my 2 stickers in place, my like 2 out of the Bright Travels book, where do we go from here? So here are some options that I found. Option 1, I really like this quote with the yellow. It says, "Every day is a fresh start." I think the yellow is just beautiful and maybe a fun pop of color. I also really like these boxes that have the girls on them. So live your dream, let's do this, keep it groovy. I think the keep it groovy one is probably my favorite. And she's also wearing that yellow color as a blouse. So maybe I could bring in that other yellow box. And I feel like the background color is similar enough to the green tones that we could make this work. So let's layer her over something. I do like this kind of funky pattern. It's copper foiling in the Bright Travels book and then gold in the Sage book. So we're combining things today, which, you know, isn't like always my favorite, but it is what it is. I have a meeting on Thursday that I want to like leave some space for. So let's just go up here on Wednesday with the boxes. So I'm starting with my patterned layer and then I'm going to keep it groovy. Oh, okay, there's also like a watercolor monstera leaf in here that I could layer behind her in place of the butterfly stickers. I think I only saw one watercolor monstera leaf, but we're gonna try and use that for this cluster, or I could cut it in half and use it 2 places. So I was thinking this would be like a nice little layering element. I don't know why this book is falling apart today. I haven't really used it like too much, but it's okay. They're sticker books. You can just put the sheets back in there as needed. I'm cutting down the middle of this monstera leaf because I want it to kind of look like it's coming out from behind this box right here, the Keep It Groovy one. Let's layer her right there, and then Monstera leaf is gonna hang out here on the side, and we're not gonna let that stick to the page. Just so I have this kind of on hand, I'm gonna put it on top of the line art butterfly sheet so that it just stays within my reach. Like, you can kind of see what I'm going for, right? As I had mentioned, I have a meeting on Thursday. It's a pretty big, important meeting. Very excited for it, that I want to put a big, like, just empty box on for the details. Let's go with one of these. I am thinking this one because it seems to be very close to the background of the Keep It Groovy one. And for some reason, I just like writing on dot grid. I don't know. That's kind of like, if given the option between lines and dot grid is kind of my jam for like writing, or even just regular grid. I don't like writing on lined paper. Where is that quote with the yellow background? That's what I want to pair it with. Every day is a fresh start. I don't know if the like sentiment necessarily matches up with like the meeting or anything like that, but I think it looks like nice to have that together. And I'm not going to need like the entire box for writing room, so it'll be cool to have something kind of layer on top of that. I was thinking I would do this and then have the Monstera leaf on the other side of it. So let's put that in place. A little bit of Jelly Roll pen once again. So I'm going to layer the leaf, and then I'm going to put the box on top, and then we have our little cluster over here on Thursday. And I could even grab like a fun icon to like say meeting or something like that. I'm sure there's something in one of these books that'll do the trick. Every day is a fresh start. I feel like the butterfly could maybe also go in this cluster, kind of like down here layered with the leaf. I don't know. I want to put this in the spread, but I just don't know where. I also saw some bee stickers in this one to match the bees that are in this one. So we're going a little bit more botanical or like gardening with this one. I'm going to pull the bee stickers onto the line art butterfly sheet. This is kind of like my wax paper for this spread, which is helpful because I don't exactly know what direction I'm going in. So we'll put the bees on there. And then I also saw a bunch of copper foiled stars, which I think I could probably add in somewhere. Where these little pink flowers are cute. Do they make an appearance in here? Kind of. So we're gonna pull those. I'm just pulling everything that feels right. I don't know if I like them on the stems, and I did want to use this spa day sheet for something, but I love this book a lot, and I have a feeling that when I go to Joann's, probably later today, if they have it in stock, I'm going to pick up an extra copy of it with a coupon. I know I have a 50% off coupon. I was planning on using it on a planner, but I don't know if I need another planner in my life right now. But also, do I need another sticker book in my life? Probably not. It's just the allure of the coupon. My big problem in life. Let's see. So we got the flowers on there. These are the stars I was talking about. I'll hold off on those until I kind of put some other stuff in the spread. But there's a lot of cool things in here. They're just very colorful. And I think that's my problem, is that I'm trying to use all of the different colors, and just like that stresses me out a bit because I normally do fairly limited color palettes, I would say. And I want to use all the colors and I want to use all the patterns, but I need to restrain myself, and that's difficult. There are some little header things that says vacay this week, Erin's priority day off noted. There's not one that says like meeting. So I'm going to pass on that for a minute and just think this over. I don't exactly like how this box is the only one in that shape, so I'm trying to think of how I can put another one in there. I have this one that says You Were Made to Bloom. I just need to pick something out of the other book that might look nice with it. Or I could just like place it on the page over here on the weekend and then cluster it up with some other stuff. That might not be terrible. So You Were Made to Bloom is going to go over here on the weekend. that kind of like watercolor multiple green tone effect as that one. Butterfly. Let's see where the butterfly is going to go. I could maybe put it between the two pages. So if I peel this up, I'm thinking next to like keep it groovy, like right over here. I'm going to actually layer this on top of the stickers because I think the lighter colors will be more receptive to like this clear sticker. You can still kind of make out where the butterfly is. I think we'd lose it on top of something that dark, but on like this one that has a white background, like gold on white, I think it still works. So I'm going to add that in there. And then we'll take our other stickers. We've got this little bee. Going to add that in. So they're kind of layered. Maybe some of the tiny flowers, like over here by that one. There are some variations in size, which I think are cute. I just don't want to put them all in the same place because I wish there were more in this book. I wish I had some more of these tiny flowers, but we're working with a limited stock of them. So let's space them out. The ones that have the little stems, though, I don't exactly know how I want to place these. I was thinking I would probably just cut them and then attach them onto the clusters, kind of in the same way that I was doing the Monstera leaves, like they're coming out from behind. And even with like the other half where it's just a little bit of stem or whatever, we could just go underneath. That's fine. I'm going to take this one, and I think I'm going to add this onto the one with the yellow box. So this will go like right over here. I'm being a little particular with the gel pen today. Sometimes I'll just let the lines just stay on the page, but today I'm feeling a little bit more perfectionist, so we're just going to keep touching stuff up. Every day is a fresh start. Got the other half of this one, can just go over here. Already whited at that line, so that worked out well. I'll take this other bee, maybe add it onto that Monstera leaf. This one hasn't really gotten any additional elements yet, so let's try to add something in there. I'm going to hold on to that piece of sticker paper, though, because I feel like that's kind of a good landing ground for, or like holding area for stickers, especially when I'm flipping back and forth between multiple books. I don't know if this is going to look great to have that floral touch right there. I think it looks very similar to that, but it's going to be. This one I'm going to add in by the bee, just under there. So this is what we're working with right now. I'd like some more yellow in the spread. I think this is kind of standing out. I know it's in her blouse, but more yellow is kind of what I'm feeling. I'll start with this little page flag and just add that in here to mark the time of my meeting. Beautiful. I know it doesn't really do much because it's already connected to that cluster that has all the yellow in it, but small steps. A little reminder sticker, maybe a little bit lighter than that yellow tone, but it's yellow, so it's gonna go over here on like Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't typically do a sidebar in this planner anymore. I normally just use it for decorative space at this point, but I'm gonna take this longer sticker and add that over there, I think, to balance some stuff out. And if I need to do like a running to-do list, I think this is a nice place for that. Or I could put a quote in there. That might be a little bit more up my alley to just have like fun little sidebar quote, but I'll decide on that when I start filling stuff out. Right now I'm just going to cut these apart because the connected butterfly is getting in my way a little bit. I normally will do bullet points for my checklists, but I think I'm going to do checklists this time around. So we'll go with the yellow ones, keep bringing that color palette back together. And I'm going to put one over here on Monday because I don't have anything planned on Monday. Eventually I'll need to find some boxes to mark my work shifts, which I could just do right now. Probably find them in the Sage book. I think this color of green is nice because, again, similar to that, I'm going to use these boxes to mark work. So I've got work on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm gonna place these kind of in this center row of boxes, and then I'll do like another checklist in the bottom one on Wednesday. And then I also work Saturday, Sunday. I think Sunday's Easter. Yeah, I think it is. I'm working on Sunday just because I offered to come in so that somebody who actually observes Easter can have the day off to like spend with family, because I'm not doing anything with that. So I'm gonna put this one in here. Maybe like a nice checklist in the middle on Sunday would be nice, just to have some more like to-do list room. I don't know how many of the yellow checklists I have in this book, but we're gonna try. I'm hoping for like 4, but I doubt that's the case. Here's one more. Is this slightly different than that one? It might be a little darker. No, they look the same. Let me round up some checklists real fast. My other option was to use those bullet points, but there's only 9 bullet points in that particular color I'm looking for, so I don't think that's gonna work exactly how I want. Already used that one. Maybe that's it for our checklists. That's okay. We can go in with some green ones and then like have multiple colors going on, because there's green and yellow in this spread. It's a green and yellow spread. I'm sure there's, oh no, those aren't the same kind of checklists. They look very different. I wonder if there's anything in the more traditional checklist style in this book. Not those. They're like larger bullet points, and there's more bullet points on the checklist, which I want them all to match. So I don't know if that's going to be the best for this. I could do gold because there's gold. I could do copper because there's copper. I think these look similar to the ones that are in just like regular colorful boxes. So if I grab a colorful boxes book, maybe I could find some gold checklists. I'm just going to stick this one up here on Thursday. Here's colorful boxes. The checklists seem to be the same, so let's go with these gold ones and add them in on the other days. I tried to alternate, so it would be like Monday, Wednesday, then Thursday for that one, and then Sunday for the other gold one. And for these, I just like will write things that need to get done, or packages that are arriving, or just like reminders, that kind of thing. It's nice to have just some extra writing room in the planner. So that's what I've got for checklists. I think that's fun, and they look nicely spaced out. Now I'm thinking, what else do I want to put in this? Because I feel like I want more, you know? I wish I had some more of those Create with Mandy butterflies, but it was just kind of a partially used sheet. If I had the full sheet, I'd feel like I was a little bit more like on top of things, because I would do like one here and maybe one over there, but we don't have that. So we got to make do with what we do have. Instead of the washi tape in this cluster, I'm going to take one of these longer strip stickers, and I'm going for that green tone that matches that. We keep going back to that. This one says, chase your purpose and success will follow, and I'm completely skewing the planner all over the place here, but I think I want this to go just right down here in this cluster, and maybe I should find a few more of these to go into the spread, like maybe one more up there. I'm going with this one that says don't give up. Going to add that right in to this little cluster. For the sidebar thing that I have going on over there, I think I'm just going to take this quote that says do what makes you happy, and I think this is going to fit just nicely into that sticker. So it's not going to be functional space, it's just going to say do what makes you happy. I think that fills out the sidebar a little bit more, and it's nice to have a bigger quote because these ones are a little bit tinier on the quote front, like they're subtle. So I'm going to leave it like that. I think this is all I've got for this particular planner spread. I'm happy with the color palette though. I like the yellow and green, which is not something that I would like think to do, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. I'm going to go ahead and just repunch where that butterfly overlapped and put this back on the discs. I think the final thing I want to do while I'm here is take some of these fun splatter stickers that are coming out of the new Spoonful of Faith sticker book, and just kind of layer these into my clusters. I think it'll add just an extra little pop of something. They are gold foil. I think there's only 2 in here, but that should be enough for what I'm working with. Because I was thinking like maybe layering one on top of the Monstera leaf over here. Because I like the little flecks of gold on top of the Monstera leaf. And then I'm going to cut this one in half so that I have double the amount of stickers. I was thinking this one would go here, just kind of leaning into Friday. Because, you know, Friday deserves some fun gold sparkles. And then I'm going to add this one onto this cluster. Because again, Friday deserves some fun gold sparkles. Whatever ends up happening with Friday, I could put a box there or something like that. But I'm planning on just taking Friday to rest. So this is what we've got for the catch-all this week. Just wanted to get a little closer so you could kind of see it all. I wish I had something to cover up the whiteout, but not the end of the world. I really like the way this turned out. Yes, I wish I had some more stickers on some of these sheets, but I think it's a fun kind of eclectic combination, not electric. I really do like the way this turned out. It's fun, it's springy, it's not a color palette I would normally think to do of like yellow and green, but I do really like it. So this is what we've got for this week. If you're celebrating Easter or Passover this weekend, I hope you have a great holiday. I will be working it out in retail, but it'll be good. I'm just hoping that my week goes as planned and there's not any major glitches, and a beautiful planner spread is the first step to making the week go as I hope it should. So this is what we've got for April 3rd through 9th, and there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos, as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!